Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
Plenty of parents intentionally buy their home in a specific neighborhood so their children can attend a certain school.
Now some families in Fargo face the possibility that their carefully laid plans, years in the making, may not work out due to school boundary changes.
Valley News Live's Veronica Marshall has the latest on proposed changes. She joins us live in the studio. Veronica?
Mike, Andrea, I went to Kennedy Elementary School tonight where an informal meeting of concerned parents wrapped up. The group shared their distress over the Fargo School Board's proposed plans to change school boundaries, but the overall tone of the meeting was one of hope and unity. The Fargo School Board says it's considering 10 different school boundary changes to relieve the future overcrowding at Davies High School and Discovery Middle School. In response, a large crowd of parents came out tonight to create a plan to keep their kids together. Ultimately, the group says it would like the district to build more schools to keep up with growth, an idea that the superintendent has previously rejected. The parent group says it plans to stay organized, united, and consistent, to have their voices heard, and to stop the board from considering boundary line changes. The group also says there's strength in numbers, and parents plan to attend next week's school board meeting as well. They'll also keep pressure on the school board in other ways, like through an email campaign. In response to parents' concerns, School Board President Jim Johnson says, first and foremost, there is no plan at the moment to move any boundary lines in South Fargo. He adds the discussion was necessary so that the board can create plans before there's an overcrowding problem. Johnson says he believes the board will make a decision on the overcrowding issue in the next year or so, and parents will be allowed to address the board before a final decision is made. You can read his full statement on our website, valleynewslive.com. Mike?
All right, thanks, Veronica. We also spoke to Fargo Public School Superintendent Dr. Jeff Schatz about boundary changes. This was back in January. At that time, Dr. Schatz said, when you have a growing school district, changes are inevitable. But the district will do its best to minimize its impact on families.
We're going to have to wait until at least tomorrow to find out the name of a man whose body was discovered under a truck late this afternoon. Police are notifying family members. The body was found under a parked dump truck at the 1900 block of First Avenue South in Fargo. Investigators say no foul play is suspected, and it does not appear the truck was related to the death. An autopsy will be performed later this week.
There's more below average days ahead of us, and Hutch is also talking about the chances for snow. Is it still looking like the flakes will fly tomorrow, Hutch?
It does, and many of us will see a few flakes as we go through the day tomorrow, but for tonight, very quiet, and the clear skies are allowing temperatures to really bottom out quickly. That wind chill advisory has been expanded to include the southern portion of North Dakota as well. So all of our viewing area, with the exception of northeast South Dakota. Wind chill advisory overnight for temperatures of the air that will drop to between 10 and 20 below by daybreak. Wind chills between 25 and 35 below will be likely, even though wind should be quieting down during the overnight. Now, our snow chances begin by the time we hit the afternoon. All details on where they're coming from, how long they stay, and how much you can expect as we go through a flaky Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. Download it for free.
Police around the country are warning people about a child pornography video that's been circulating on social media.
Many users on Facebook have reported seeing a video showing a young girl and a man performing a sexual act.
Valley News Team's Joseph Ojo spoke to people in our community today about their reaction and has our story.
Disturbing. That is how many of the people we talked to at the mall today would describe it.
I would feel really disgusted and why people would think that's all right to post videos and make videos like that. And I don't know, I wouldn't like seeing it at all.
Fargo police posted to their Facebook page about an illicit video involving a young girl and a man that went viral. Law enforcement officials also urging people to take precaution when coming across the video and to do their best to report the video. Ricky Dedare of Valley City says, the fact that child pornography could go viral on Facebook is mind-blowing. He does, however, feel users of Facebook could work together to prevent this video from going viral.
You want to tag it and report it in Facebook, but then you'd also want to report it to the cops, especially if it's somebody you don't know, find out where the video's from and let those cops in that area know.
With the sharing of videos on social media as the norm, Law enforcement officials do point out that sharing the video, even to alert them, is considered illegal.
You don't want to share anything like that, or even like some of the fighting videos you see out there. It's not something you want to share because you're going to get in trouble. I mean, you are promoting it by sharing.
As for the moment, Fargo Police hasn't released any reports of the illicit video being from our area. And if you do come across this video, it is important that
To report an incident involving the sexual exploitation of children, you can file a report on the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children's website. Your report will be forwarded to a law enforcement agency for investigation and action. For the link to the site, just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story.
A Moorhead woman who says her car was hit by a snowplow wants to know who the driver was that totaled her vehicle. She contacted our whistleblower hotline for help. Kenzie Goodhouse was traveling home on 28th Street North in Moorhead toward 4th Avenue North when she saw a snowplow headed straight for her. She pulled to the side as much as she could, but the plow cut into her driver's side from front to back.
The lights were bright, you know, they had the brights on, so I couldn't even see. I just know what kind of lights there, and then when it came up close on the side of how the shovel looked.
We checked with city, county, and state snow operations. They all told us that their plows were not out at the time of the hit and run, which occurred around midnight Sunday morning. Police told us they're doing what they can to find out who hit Goodhouse. And if you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, here's some advice. Call our whistleblower hotline. The phone number's on your screen, 701-237-6576. Call that number and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
Many people were out celebrating the winter season tonight with their friends and family at s'mores and more on ice. They enjoyed snacks and music, but the icing on the cake, they could warm up next to the bonfire and make themselves a s'more.
Families can come out, they can make s'mores, they can drink some hot chocolate. I think it's a really cool thing to be able to do on a Monday night. Come out, make s'mores. How often can you do that when it's not the lake season?
If you missed out tonight, no worries. The Fargo Park District says it hopes to do this event again in the future.
Eli Manning and Odell Beckham Jr. didn't play in last night's Super Bowl, but they may have scored big among people watching commercials. The story later on Valley News Live at 10.
Up next, a different approach when it comes to dealing with addicts.